A detailed new report has shed light on what the Manchester City and whether the young defender is set to become a major part of the squad next season under Pep Guardiola. When City moved to sign the 21-year-old center-back from RC Lens for a fee reported around £33.5 million in January 2025, it was widely viewed as an emergency response to a defensive injury crisis. What many expected to be a depth signing has quickly grown into a far more important story. Over his first year at the Etihad, Khusanov has steadily built credibility, composure, and trust within the coaching staff. His introduction, however, did not start smoothly. On his first full start for City, a league clash against Chelsea, the young defender endured a nightmare opening moment. Less than 3 minutes into the match, a costly defensive mistake allowed Noni Madueke to capitalize and hand Chelsea an early signing, especially one who had only just arrived in England days earlier. But what followed was just as important as the error itself. Rather than collapsing under pressure, Khusanov gradually settled into the game. His positioning improved, his passing became more assured, and his physical presence began to show. Even though he was substituted in the 54th minute for John Stones, the coaching staff noted his mental recovery and response as something Guardiola values highly in young defenders. From that difficult debut onward, Khusanov's trajectory has pointed upward. He has since transformed early doubts into growing confidence, proving himself to be a dependable rotational option across the backline. His ability to operate both centrally and occasionally in wider defensive roles has added flexibility to City's system. Within months, he went from emergency cover to a reliable deputy behind established starters like Ruben Dias and Josko Gvardiol. Across all competitions this season, Khusanov has logged over 1,500 minutes, spread across domestic and European fixtures. That level of usage is significant in a Guardiola squad known for its tactical demands and rotation discipline. It signals not just opportunity, but trust. City have been competing on multiple fronts, pushing deep runs in the FA Cup, reaching the later stages of the Champions League, and advancing to the Carabao Cup final. And Khusanov has been part of that journey. Opportunity also arrived through adversity. Injuries at the back created repeated selection challenges for Guardiola. Stones endured another stop-start campaign physically, while both Dias and Gvardiol picked up knocks during a tense draw against Chelsea. Those setbacks forced the club to reshuffle quickly, including recalling academy defender Max Aline from a loan spell at Watford and completing a reported £20 million move for Mark Gahey from Crystal Palace. Despite the reinforcements, Khusanov continued to see minutes. That consistency suggests he is no longer viewed as a short-term fix, but as a developing asset. His reading of the game, recovery speed, and willingness to play progressive passes have all drawn praise internally. Coaches have also highlighted his rapid adaptation to English football, both tactically and physically, which is often one of the biggest hurdles for young defenders arriving from abroad. Another factor working in his favor is tactical intelligence. Guardiola demands defenders who can build play, hold a high line, and remain calm under pressure. Khusanov's comfort on the ball and improving decision-making have aligned well with those requirements. While he may not yet be first choice when everyone is fully fit, he has clearly moved ahead in the pecking order as a trusted rotational option. There is also value in his mentality. Reports from within the club describe him as highly coachable, disciplined in training, and resilient after setbacks, traits that matter just as much as raw talent in Guardiola's system. Young players who respond positively to early mistakes often earn extended pathways, and Khusanov appears to fit that profile. Looking ahead to next season, the expectation is that he will have an even more defined squad role. With fixture congestion, injury management, and tactical rotation all part of City's yearly reality, defenders who can step in without lowering performance levels are essential. Khusanov has shown he could do exactly that. So while he may not yet be labeled a guaranteed starter, the direction is clear, from emergency signing to dependable squad contributor, and potentially more. If his development curve continues at this pace, don't be surprised if his involvement grows significantly next season. For a player who began with a difficult first impression, the turnaround has been impressive, and at Manchester City, that kind of growth rarely goes unnoticed. And that brings us to the big question: what do you think about this development? Do you see Khusanov becoming a major starter next season, or remaining a strong rotation option in City's defensive setup? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I re-add them, and your opinions always shape the next discussions on this channel. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more clean, in-depth football updates like this, make sure you hit the like button, share this video with other football fans, and subscribe to the channel you never miss the next report. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.